Hello my friends, Asoka the Geek here, and for this review we're going to take a look at the new McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse McFarlane Collector Edition Batman in the Mobius chair. So this is based on his appearance in the Dark Side War. This is when Batman got on the Mobius chair and I think basically got the powers of Metron. I'm a little fuzzy on the details there, but it's basically Batman in the Metron chair. As you can see, it obviously changed to match his motif a little bit. So I'm very excited about this. I love Metron. I love Batman floating around in Metron's chair. It's just such a cool visual look, right? So yeah, I'm again excited for this. But you get Batman here, you get the chair, you get the extra piece of the chair, an extra set of hands, and a Batarang for some reason. And this is based on, looks like the year one Batman body. So yeah, a very easy repaint of the Metron that they just released. But I'm glad they did it because I'm going to, enjoy displaying it with the regular Metron. Anyways, without further ado, let's get this guy out of the package and let's take a closer look. Alright, so here is everything outside of the packaging. I'm going to take a look at it piece by piece, and then of course put it together so Batman's actually sitting in the chair. There is the trading card artwork. Love the trading card artwork there. I think that's Jason Fabok, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but nice trading card artwork there. An extra set of hands. Then there's the figure, and let's take a look at the chair first. So again, this is just a simple repaint. Well, not a simple repaint. It's a nicely done repaint of the regular Metron chair. If you don't have that one, it's pretty hollow in the back. And there it is. It's I like the paint details here, like the grayish, silverish control panels. The black looks really nice. I really like the way they've repainted this to match the style they were going for with the Dark Side War. This piece attaches here, and you can have him, sitting on it like this. But when you put him on it like this, he slides out very easily. That's what was the problem with Metron. So honestly, I have it displayed with the pegs, so that way, it stays a little better in the chair. But you can do it this way as well. So either option there. If you're not familiar with this figure, that's what this extra piece is. So we'll take a look at that more closely when we have him sitting on it. Then here's the Batman figure. So it looks like, again, a repaint of year one Batman. And I think it works for the purposes of this figure, just to have him sitting on the chair. It's got a wired cape there, so it'll be easy to get him on the chair. I mean, I like the way they repainted him to look like he does in the comic. I don't know how accurate this is detail-wise, but it captures... it captures the look of it, I think, pretty nicely here. If we look at the trading card artwork, very similar to the costume design that you see in the trading cards. Probably not perfect, but, I think it worked for the purposes of Batman and his Mobius chair. I like the logo, the way that's painted there. The gloves look good. It's almost like a greenish more than a black, but that's fine. I think it still works. If you're not familiar with this figure, you can pose it around pretty good. Looks like the face sculpt isn't new either. It's just a repaint of the year one Batman. But again, I think it works for the purposes of having Batman sit on the chair. But yeah, there it is. I like the belt actually quite a bit. That's a cool looking belt that they've added for this release. It looks good. But yeah, let's put it all together. Let's take a look at Batman actually sitting on the Mobius chair. Alright, so there's Batman sitting in the chair. And I love the way this looks. It looks great. It looks really nice when you put it all together like this. I will say it was a pain getting Batman to sit. He's not really sitting properly in the chair, but it's working. As long as you don't move him around too much. I can play around with the hands a little bit more to get him more into that pose that I'm going for. I did try to attach it to the base with the pegs without this piece on it, but I was just not having a lot of luck. But if you want to see what that could look like, this is how I have Metron on the chair, because it was more stable like this versus the way I have Batman. But as you can see, it kind of makes it look funny because he's not really sitting on the chair. He's like, kind of half standing there. So there you go. But now you can kind of see the differences. And yeah, you can see there's a lot of differences actually. Not a lot, but you can see this without this piece attached. I got to find the other piece attached to it, but this is kind of how much chair you lose by having it the way that Metron is sitting down. But I think it looks great. I think it's a cool look for Batman. I just love visually how this looks with Batman on the Mobius chair. And let's try to bring him a little bit closer there. So yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. I think they did a great job with the chair as far as the repaint goes. I like the way Batman can sit on it. I got to play around with it a little bit more to get him more secure. Hopefully I will be able to do that, but I like it. It's a cool concept. But there you go. That's about it. There's your look at Batman in his Mobius chair. I ordered mine directly from the McFarlane online store, and I don't know if this was a gold label. I don't think so. No, it doesn't say gold label on the box, so you should be able to find this wherever McFarlane Toys are sold, if I'm not mistaken. But that's about it. Let me know if you have any other questions in the comments below. But other than that, thanks for watching. Appreciate your time, and have a great day.